So hi, welcome everyone. So now I am going to explain the program to arrange a series of 32-bit numbers in ascending or descending order. We have a few numbers of 32-bit each, and all these numbers are arranged in ascending order. For example, in this program I am taking an array of 4 numbers. So these 4 numbers are 44444444 11111111 33333333 and 22222222. So these 4 numbers are, each number is of 32-bit. These 4 numbers are arranged in ascending order as well as descending order. So we have written a separate program for ascending order and descending order. So ascending order for these 4 numbers are, so first 1, then 2, 3 and 4. Right. So this is the ascending order. So we'll see this how to write this program. So the ascending ordered array values are stored in another location, that is in this location 4000. Not 4000, 4 followed by 7 zeros. We'll see the program. So before we'll see the program, we'll find out the logic algorithm for this to arrange the values in ascending order. So here we are saying that at some address we have these values, 4 values. So these values are 441133 and 22. So we have taken the address 448 and C. So at these addresses we have these values. So first we have 2 loops. So in the first loop we will take all these values and check the smallest number, and the smallest number is stored in the lowest address. So at this address 0, at this address we'll have the smallest number. Which is the smallest number? This one. This is the smallest number, and that value will be stored here in this address. Next we have remaining these 3 values, 4, 3 and 2. 4, 3 and 2. This number is gone. So we have these 3 values, and this one is gone. So we have these 3 values. Now second time, so again we'll leave this number address and we'll find out the smallest number in these 3 addresses, in these 3 values. So which is the smallest number? This one. To find the smallest number, we are using smallest number program. So that program is explained earlier in the previous videos, so you can see that. So at the second address, so this in these 3 numbers, which is the smallest number? This number. This number is kept at the second address. Now we have only these 2 numbers. So in these 2 numbers, which is the smallest number? That number is kept in the third address, that is 40000008. At this address we have the smallest number in these 2 values, that is 33. So now we have left out with one value, that is the largest value we have here in this array. So this is how we are arranging. So how many times we are doing this loop? So we are doing this for 4 times. The first time we'll copy this same value to this address. Next we'll find out the smallest number and we'll save it in first value. Next remaining 3 digits, 3 numbers. In these 3 numbers, which is the smallest number, that is kept in the next address. Next in these 2 numbers, remaining 2 numbers, at this next address will save the smallest number, this one. Next remaining number will be the largest number. So this is how we'll arrange the values in ascending order. So here we need to do 2 things. The first loop, we need to take this addresses and we need to increment for each time. So within this loop we need to find the smallest number, right? So we have to write smallest number program, and next we need to increment this address. and we need to compare and find out the smallest numbers. So this is written by using this program. So we'll see the working of program. So we know that a program starts with area. So area name is given as ascending. So what type of area it is? Code memory. That's why it is code. So next, the code memory is of read-only type. That's why it is read-only. So we'll start with entry and start. Next, move R8, comma 4. So why this 4 is used? So because we need a counter. So how many times we need to do this? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why we are using this counter 4. Next, we'll copy the values to R2 and R3. So here, first the data is saved in code memory. So that values are copied to R2. And next, the data values in the data region. So that address is copied to R3. So we'll copy the value from code memory to data memory. So to do that, we have used this. So LDR R1, R2, R4. That is at R2. What do we have? So we have address. At R2 we have code memory values. So that values are copied to R1. So from R1 we are copying it to R3. R3 value is what? Data memory address. So we are copying from code memory to data memory. So we'll copy for how many times? 4 times. So that 4 values are copied. So that we have copied the value to the data memory. Next, so we'll start one. So here we need a counter 3. So why do we need a counter 3? Because so we need to do this for again 3 times. We need to find the smallest number and we need to increment this addresses for 3 times. First address is this one. Second, first time we'll increment. Second time we'll increment. Third time increment. So that's why the counter is 3. So here move R0, 0 will take R7 as a flag register. So once this is used to donate the exchange has been done. So once the exchange has been done, this values will be 1. So if this value is 1, we can say that it has exchanges has been done. Next, LDR R1, D value. So D value, what do we have in D value? The same values what we have in C value. So what we have in C values, so we can see here, C value is code memory values. So these 4 numbers. So in D value, initially we had 0. We have copied these values, C values to our D values. So first value is copied to R1. The next value is copied to R2. So that what we have in R1 address that is copied to R3 and we'll compare R2 and R3. So next, if this is lower number, this program is actually to find the smallest number. So we'll write the smallest number program and we'll compare this in smallest number itself. We'll compare how many times we need to do. So next, if all the comparison has been done, we'll use this flag to if this flag is 1 or 0. If it is 1, we'll go back. If it is 0, we'll stop the program. So this is the logic. We'll see this working of program in Keel Microvision. We'll go with project, new Microvision project. We'll start with file project name, ascending, save. So we'll select a target, LPC 2148. We'll give no. So next, we'll write our program. To write a program, we'll go click on this new and we'll write a program. So once we write the program, we'll save this program with the name asc.asm. So here I have given .asm because it is an assembly language file. So whatever we have in blue color, that should be given with tab. So if you have not given tab, it will give an error. Fine. So we'll save this program and next we need to add this program to our source group. To add this, right click on source group, add existing file. What is the file name? ASC. So we'll add that file. So we can see that that file is added. Next, we'll check for the errors. To check for errors, we'll build this program. So we'll click on this icon build. So that program will be built. So here we are having error. So error at line number 41. So we can see that. So this D value is not with starts with a tab. It should start without a tab. So we'll save this and again build. So now we'll have this 0 error answer, 0 values. Now we'll build this program. After building this program, so we'll debug this program. So to debug, click on this debug icon and press OK. So here we have the registers. This is our program corresponding hex values assembly program. So here we can see the memory. So at what place we are storing this, that is 4 followed by 7 zeros. That value, that address will be stored here, right here. Next, we can run in two ways. We can run in a single shot, or we can run step by step. So we'll do step by step. So we can observe that. First, the counter value R8 is copied, 4 is copied to the R8. Next, we'll copy the C value to address to R2. Next, 4000, that is data value. Next, we'll copy from C value to R value, that is first value is copied to R1. That R1 is stored to this 4000. Next, same like that, we'll save all these values. The first value is 4444. Next is 1111. Next will be 3333. And the last number is 2222. That is, all these are copied. Next, it will come out of that loop. So you can observe here, it will start with start one. So here we are finding the smallest number. So in the smallest number, the first smallest number is copied and placed here at the place of 4444. So we can observe that in the first time. Next again it will start from loop. So now in this remaining three numbers 4433 and 22, the smallest number is copied. So we can observe that. You can see that 2222 has been copied. Now again it will start with loop. Will compare and again it will start with loop. So in these two numbers, the smallest number is copied here. So already the smallest number 33 is already present. So it will do that looping and all. Again it will start here. So now it will compare these two values and it will get out of that loop, out of this loop, and now we'll compare this value of R7, that will also be 0. So that's why it will come out of the loop and stop. No. So now the values we can see here. Previously it was default values what we have given 4444111133332222. Now the arranged values are 1111222233334444 in this ascending order. So we'll stop the debug. To arrange the numbers in descending order, we'll do the same changes what we have done in smallest and largest program. The same thing we'll do it here also. So here we are using BLT. So here the BLT is branch if less than. So now this branch if less than is changed with branch if greater than and high. So that is BGT. So we can change with BGT. So if it is changed, so this program is now descending. So we'll write a new program, so descending program. We'll save this. as des.asm. Same program as ascending program itself, but here we are changing this value, this instruction. That's it. So now we'll close this ascending program, and we need to add this descending program. We'll remove this ascending program. Remove. Now I will add ascending program. Now I will add descending program. So we'll save this and build this program so we don't have any errors and warnings. So here it is giving ascending.axf because a project name is ascending itself. That's why it is showing ascending. So we have build which file. So you can observe that we are building des.asf. So you can observe that. So we are using this des. Now we'll debug this program. So in a one shot we'll debug. So I will place a stop mark here and I will run the program. So we can see here 4444333322221111. It is arranged in descending order. So this is how we can write a program to ascending to arrange the numbers in ascending orders and descending order. So we'll stop the debug. Thanks.